Learning multiple languages at the same time isn't even hard. I'm currently balancing 3 languages at the same time, and let me show you how I do it. These are the things you need to consider. Firstly, what is your level in each of these languages? Because if you're a beginner in both of them, it's going to be really hard for you to get started. So what I recommend is, if you are beginning both of them, just get to a decent level in one of them before you start the other. Otherwise, you're going to be muddling the words up together and your progress is going to be really slow. If you already have an elevator level in one of them, which is what I recommend, then let's just get started. So what I recommend you do is literally just play around with intervals on how much you're studying with both. I think especially when you have not a very high level in either of them, it's better to kind of spend longer periods of time focused on each one. For example, maybe spending 2 days on one language, then 2 days on the other one. Try not to kind of mix them together is probably best to make sure that you're not mixing up vocabulary and things like that. Once you have a high level in both of them, you can kind of start to mix in the studying sessions like almost within the same day. For me personally, that's what I've been doing now. It's literally just based on my mood, which language I kind of want to study. So for example, I'm mainly focusing Japanese and French at the moment. And usually on my way to school, I'll listen to French podcasts. And then when I get home, I'll watch Hajime no Ippo in Japanese. So it really depends on you. Just experiment and kind of find what works for you. Personally, I find that the order in which language I study doesn't actually affect me a huge amount. So just try it out and see what works for you. One question that I get quite a lot is if you have already kind of learned a language to a decent level and you kind of want to leave it there and then start learning a new language. What I tend to do for this is, for a while, I like to just leave this language out completely, forget about it and just focus really hard on this new language because you're starting from scratch and it's going to need a lot of attention. Then once you've got this language to a higher level, what I like to do is I slowly ease my way back into studying this language and I go back to that same kind of pattern as before, but I'll probably still kind of put a little bit more attention to this one. So maybe spending 5 days on your worst language and 2 days on the other one to just kind of maintain it. I hope this helped, and let me know if you have any other questions because I'll try my best to respond to them in the comments.